Well, hello everybody, welcome back to episode 364. My Let's Play Pillars of Eternity, IVATOPIA, and we technically need to go here, but there's a little cave in here, and if I were to dip in there quick, because it won't be too big, hopefully. Very big. I'm wondering if the pit's down here, but I think we'll explore a little bit at least.
Just say the word.
Rest now? Oh, we can. And remember, there's a piece of water and get after. Oh, what now, boy? Your eyes open to a familiar scene. Oh my god, what I've been doing now, sucking my thumb asleep, because you always seem to have a go at me when I'm sleeping. Like hit me with your stick or something. Your eyes open to a familiar scene. Duran sits with his staff laid across his lap, a malevolent flame sprouting from one end. He is difficult to make out. His features soft, bleeding together, but the staff you can see clearly is etching a glow in a molten orange. Through Duran's face is difficult to distinguish. There's no mistaking the hardened expression, the frowned brow. His voice hisses and sputters, low and unintelligible, basically barely understanding. As through having a private argument with the staff, trances of spittle catch the firelight as they fly from his lips like sparks. And to your surprise, there is a female figure behind him. Who? You're about to call out a warning, realize it is Marga's statue where you met Durance at the fork. Yeah, she seems almost alive for a moment. Her cast shadow seems as if it was moving, cloaked, then it's still, frozen with the night at its back. Some stuff. There's something odd about one of the symbols. Circle of 12 smaller circles. One of the small circles glows brightly, but the other 11 give off a little light. They flicker and fade into dying embers. Between his hissing curses, Duras lowers his face close to the staff and blows on the fading circles with a panicked, rapidly coaxing light from them. But they do not ignite. One by one, the light of the circles dies and smoke rises from their ashes. Only one still burns. Duras hurls his staff at his feet, and it clatters to the ground. Its edges have become soft, difficult to find, like its owner. The staff has become a blur. You close your eyes and reopen them, and Duras is there, picking up his staff from the ground, but the blur is gone, and you are awake. What the hell? A dream about Durance. I saw burning symbols of a staff, a circle, 12 faded in my dream. Seems to try to rekindle them, but it was no use. Perhaps Durance will know what it meant. I must have a conversation with him. Wait a minute. Oh, what the hell's this? No, welcome your presence. Something. It's taken by force, many sustain at once, but essence given freely. A dwarf man stands motionless near the roaring fire and lights the caravan. Your sacrifice feeds the land, supplements come forth, a gust of smoke curls around him, licking the charred flesh of the bones on his forearms. Then suddenly flex, Estrom, the dwarf holds his fist in a tight grip. Your kin doesn't come here to share with the tribes. What do you want? What is this place? Blood sands. Dwarf picks on his scarred forearm, his guttural sign, mingling with the crackling of wood and bones behind him. As I said, Estrom rarely visits our halls. Gulfront call this place Blood Sands. We call it home. The Iflin no longer have tend the land from within this cave since before the arrival of the tribes of the Twin Elms. Gaston crosses his arms. Be warned, Estrom, we bleed life to nurture it. Our sacrifices may strike you as savage, but the health of these lands depends on them, and it's unseemly for guests to insult their hosts. Okay, tell me about the sacrifices. Gaston spreads his stocky legs apart and locks his forearms. Everything must die to return anew, Estrom. Through the sacrificial rites, we often supplicate, what that word is, the honour of giving their most precious gift back to their brethren, back to the land. Dwarf lifts his first thick and melted by red scars. The dwarf lifts his fist. Sorry, that makes more sense. Thick and melted by red scars. The blood gives us strength. Even the Glyphans have come to depend on the blood paint. They brim with power before battle, all thanks to the sacrifices of their kin. Tell me about it, no? Our order has thrived for generations. Before we came to Twin Elms, our rights fed the lands of Eastern Mountains. Now we share blood for Eastern Guthern. Just opens its palms, strikes of red skin run through them like flames. To everything that must end, our sacrifice brings a new beginning. He looks up. We sustain what's come. Okay. Goodbye. Remember, Istram, you're a guest in these halls. Respect our ways, and we will tolerate your presence among us. Thank you, I guess. So it seems to be like fights and kills. Smoke curls from these charred skeletons. The smell is nauseating. They say the Illican Norse first learned to make war paint in the White March, and we banished it. Don't worry, Estramon. All who make sacrifice here do it willingly. Not true. I was asked to basically kidnap a child, and then you're just going to burn them alive. Well, that's not true. Oh, okay. To make war paint in the White March, and they were banished for it. So I made it in White March, and they got banished. There's no great honour than dying for one's tribe. Just read that all I've have called upon. Okay. Greatness, okay. The weak spirit. Ah. Oh yeah, there's a little thing when you can talk to him again. We'll do that later though. Still rise to be formed. So this technically might not have nothing to do with me now, but obviously originally I was supposed to get that poison, kidnap the child and bring it here. So that's probably what this is for. Still worth checking out, isn't it? Oh, you're new. Keeper of the Wyvern.
Hail, Esther.
The elder dwarf blinks at you, not quite looking at you. Her eyes are pale and clouded with cataracts. Welcome to the Blood Sands. It is rare that Estramon sets foot in these caverns. Her sightless eyes fix on you as if she tilts her head. As she tilts her head. What brings you here, I wonder? What do you do here? I sell and maintain certain goods for the preservation of our order, and I perform some of our ritual sacrifices. Something more? How do these sacrifices work? Like any worthwhile ritual, it's too complex to explain in detail. It involves clotting the supplicant's essence, binding it to their life's blood, and drawing it into the container or vessel. Tell me about the bloodstands. This, the raw, bloody heart of Ilvinglyfin, where some come to give their essence back to their people. Her dry lips bend into a sanderic grin, where others seek a noble escape from their trials. The legacy of the builders to the tribes was not merely iron and stone, but a sense of community, and it is here that Glyphans come to sacrifice what is most precious, even their own lives, to preserve it. I'd like to see what you have for sale. Oh, you're a seller. Do you have any more wood? No, you don't. I mean, oh. I was going to say it's not scrolling. There must be maxed out what she's got. There's that wall paint again. Yeah, I'll take it. Let's make my money go down, but could be useful. We ever actually use it. Because, like, you're only carrying things, so you could carry some wall paint. Trundrorans. Mine, and a spot for his. Where's the blood paint? Put them in here. There. Okay. There, that would do that. Yeah, I got all the pets. My pets, my pets. That's better, so I got some more paint on some of them. Okay. Again, it's not as big as I thought it was going to be. Oh, okay, that's a... Chanter say anything? Silent Chanter, I should steadily. Does this continue? No, it's not going to continue. Oh, it is this way. I thought it was going to be a dead end or continue into there. No, don't worry. Okay, nothing particularly needed there. Wait a minute. What the? You guys don't want to come? Nope, wrong button. That's all. Everybody come.
Not a problem.
Why do you have a knife? Have you come to give of yourself, human? You may seek out any of the order within. Oh, we'll say it down here too. Please request sacrifice. Within the sacrifice chamber. Hey, you're supposed to take that route. Fudge! I was trying to have the shadow things. I don't know where to go. Holy fudge! We'll come back in a little bit. That looks like something serious. That looks like something seriously serious. Essence within the munted flesh. In essence, without the strength. Heat drawn from this pool threatens to singe off the flesh of your face. Wow. All effort has called upon the echo note of wall paint. All sorts for the weak. So check these in, okay, go and see what's going on with that. Looks like they're actually killing someone right now. Okay, this one looks like it's hidden.
I can do that. That's settled.
You can lock things, you just can't steal it without being seen. Sacrifice transmits the blood of the water and essence.
Ready when you are.
Aye. Holy fudge. What's all that? For the ones that will come to us. Rites are performed and main altar. If you wish to observe, we only ask you to remain silent. There's nothing.
Not a
Okay,
problem.
so I think we've looked at everything other than the main sacrifice part, and what's in here? I don't even know if we can even get in here. So if they go there. There might be a little path that I haven't seen they're going to run in. Seems a little weird. They've got this inside thing and you can't get in there. Unless there's a secret thing to open it. And obviously my best at finding that's not with us. Is there anything I missed up there? Oh, we missed it here. And then we'll check out the sacrifice quirk. Come on, everybody, make them run, run, run. Bravest sons and daughters fall not by the swords of Estron, but by the daggers of their brethren. Change the grun's long lives of blood. Nope. Nope, it's nothing. Just gonna have a look at the sacrifice. Maybe I should save it here. There might be a thing to stop it or something. I don't want to screw everything up. La 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 la. 80, we're going on the top of 80. So it looks like, unless this is a big long sequence in a second, next episode we'll be heading to the old song it was called. It's like 14:30, so we'll just check this out. Hopefully just something to watch quick and then we can leave. It's not a big scene, but we'll see. Oh, yep, something's happening.
As your blood flows, so shall your essence. Your life's energy shall feed the soil, and your soul's energy shall enrich the community. This is by your own choosing, supplicant?
Dwarf man stands on a rise platform. Beneath him, an elf lies prone on a stone table. As you get closer, you hear the dwarf speak. Okay, so this is going to be put in part. Because this is basically assisted suicide, isn't it? What's their ritual? What's bad, but still their ritual. But if he says, no, I don't, then we have to step in. Yes, voices high but even. Dwarf grips a hatchet with both hands, raises it over his head. He throws his shoulders forward and swings the weapon into the elf's chest. Apparently, we can't stop in. Connecting with a meaty thub. Blood gushes around the blade, and the sacrifice screams red at the air. Despite his earlier agreement, the elf thrashes atop the stone table, his torso aching while his arms and legs remain tied in place. Meanwhile, the dwarf spreads his arms wide and allows blood to spatter his robes. When the elf is finally silent and still, the dwarf pulls his hatchet from the body and wipes it on his hem. Okay, that was quite quick. Streaks of red, brown blood and globs of tissue have worked themselves into the what? The minute grows out the stone. The dwarf wears crimson robes that are stained and streaked with dark patches. His face is smooth but lacking youthful elasticity. Makes it elastic. It's as if the lines and wrinkles have been formed and erased many times over. He watches you with eyes like two black pits as he wipes his hatchet off his robe. Hail, Estrom.
Few outsiders dare to venture this far into Blood Sands. You, however, do not find this distasteful,
His voice is deep and rough edge echoes like a reverent engine. Who are you? You murdered a man right here. Tell me more. He lowers his head. You simplistic mortal, do not apply here, as one. Murder does not enter into it.
It was a sacrifice.
Smooth skin corners his
and
mouth.
One willingly entered
And eyes
into.
wrinkles for one.
The survival of
Brief
all
instant.
things depends on balance. Give and take.
This principle lies at the heart of all power. Expanding something of value releases energy that can be channeled by those who know how. He tilts his head toward you, or Kith, whether or not they care to admit it. Practice this. We take the yield of land and the flesh of the beast to live, and we give our blood and sweat to propagate the things we deserve. I can see what you mean. Sounds brutal. I won't let you continue to... Technically that would be murder, because he did willingly ask for it. Sounds brutal. He gives you a reproachful croak. The world is brutal. Nothing is gained by closing one's eyes against it. Better recognize these realities that they might better serve you. I invite you to explore our halls and speak with our supplicants or supplicants, whatever. One can learn much by observing the sacrifice others are willing to make for a greater purpose. Perhaps you will even consider making a sacrifice of your own. No, because I won't be leaving if I sacrifice myself. He opens one hand towards you. The creases and nails are darkened and brown. Not all of our sacrifices are written in blood, but the most powerful are. So nearly smooth face is motionless as he watches you. Who are you?
I am the Archdruid of the Ethic Null.
You're a
For
druid, I'm a druid too.
centuries it has been my duty to guide our rituals and guard our knowledge.
His black eyes glare.
It is work that requires a certain resilience, but it is not without its benefits.
Could you tell me more about Hurricane? We are Druic Order and has been in Twin Elms since Elgwyn times. Our founders came from the White March, seeking a place where we might practice our beliefs in peace, as it were. Unlike most of our Clifton brethren, we seek answers in the world around us rather than in the teachings of the gods. We are a Druidic order that has been in Twin Elms since Elgwyn times. Our founders came from the White March, seeking a place where we might practice our beliefs in peace, as it were. Unlike most of the Clifton brethren, we seek answers in the world around us rather than teachings of the gods. We believe that all life has power, and that this power can be siphoned and conducted. We are not, as some suggest, madmen and murderers. All of our little rituals are conducted with willingly precipitate, basically people who want to join it, and through methods that have been tested and refined over centuries. That's not true, because Fingy was going to kidnap a baby and you're going to sacrifice her. He nods, his black eyes shining. It allows us to create their war paint, for which we are respected if not loved. I want to know more about your sacrifices. What's your war paint? How are you different from Alvins of the Golden Grove? Trilash Ross from his throat. Got a grove. I remember when Aaron came up with that name. He gives you a darkly gleeful look. Used to be green as the rest of the forest, you know. We're more similar than they like to admit. We both believe in achieving power without the double-edged aid of the gods, but their fantasy is pure creation, something from another. They blind themselves to the fact that all life, from the mightiest dragon to the slimmest blade of grass, requires death, and the greatest ends require the greatest sacrifice. And with that, we're at 20 minutes, so I think we're going to continue this conversation with the next episode. So please like, please subscribe, please share. Tune in next time. I've been IVATOPIA. You've been awesome. Thank you for watching. Have a great one day. Bye, everybody.